Alright, so this is going to be another Warno game, obviously. um, this is to show kind of the breakdown of the teams, and then I'm going to put up what I'm playing with. So I did a couple of recordings where I was trying to use helicopters more than I usually do, which is basically not at all generally. So this is what I'm working with. Yeah, so this is actually going to end up being helicopter focused. So I'm not really going to have any helis to... No, I am actually. I thought I'd just skip most of my deployment because it's pretty simple. I've got a couple of the scout helicopters, which I've kind of been liking. I had a successful run with one about a week before I played this game, but I wanted to do this recording first. So yeah, just moving forward with some recon, I think snipers, yeah, and then the helicopters, they've got ATGMs, so I thought that was kind of nice dual purpose scouting helicopters. They're not just a helicopter sitting there. I got a teammate with a bunch of artillery, so that's going to go about the way it usually does, I'm pretty sure, but you know, that's what you get in 10v10s. And otherwise, I've got a bunch of anti-air, and I've got the standard infantry coming up from behind. I'm going to be trying to play through the forests on the left. And I'm actually on the right, bottom right, at least until I bring the Apache in. I'll be kind of showing the replay view of what's coming in. Yeah. So if you want to look at that, it's there. Those are all the forces arrayed against us. And otherwise, just don't really look at it. Yeah, so capture point, and then I'm going to try to grab a bunch of spots in the trees. I believe I actually forgot two of my infantry vehicles towards the back, which is kind of unfortunate. And what I initially wanted to do was kind of move up these trees. I've captured my point. I can either put pressure on the next point or look into moving over to help the town, because I haven't fought at that town at airport really very much. I've been on the what is our right side of the airport before, but not really this side. So I'm going to be working my way forward in the tree line. Got the infantry coming up. But yeah, if you on the replay view, you can see that that's probably not going to go the way that I had planned.
Waiting for instruction. Successful hit. Red 6, mounted up.
Yes, we get a nice little BTR kill there, and then I'm going to try to put my dudes into ambush positions. I was kind of planning on doing that already, but especially given that
What are your orders, sir?
that other vehicle had already come down the road, I figured there'd be more stuff coming, and I was right. So I'm going to move the helicopters over, the scout helis. And they've got a T-80 command unit, so I'm kind of trying to focus on that because they're very limited and pretty expensive. That was a suicide scout. And I also hadn't seen any anti-air. So we took it out, lost one of my scout helicopters, but I think that was going to limit the other team quite a bit. They've got a bunch of anti-air coming up now, though. Alright, and so the Apache is going to be coming in now. Brought the Apache in because it can take at least a couple hits. And I had seen that they had a bunch of T-80s, and I think I've only got one tank. Yeah, the M1A1HA. Here's the Apache. That was a tank kill, probably pretty important. I couldn't even actually see what it was, but until I went with the toasted model. But then if you had looked at the bottom right screen, you'll know that there are a bunch of units coming in on the very edge of the map. They're going through like that little mountain. I think this is more like a hill, back hill road. So they're going to be coming in soon, and I do not have much to face that. My tank, super damaged at the moment. That helicopter, it's pretty light, and it's also out of ammo. I guess a little bit worried about planes too, because they had some flying around before. And little artillery strike. Helicopter, you can see. They better be glad that they're in the air.
The sky is ours. This is Red 2. Enemy spotted. What are your orders, sir? Let's get me out of here. Yes, sir. Roger. Search and destroy.
Okay, so I moved the Apache over to the left. And I was thinking that I'd be going for flanking shots on whatever pushes down the road after they shell the crap out of me. There's already infantry coming through the forest. And the infantry is not running into much opposition yet, so you would assume that other stuff would follow after. They are kind of moving up that middle forest chunk. Let's see, is my artillery... Okay, he's hitting the part that I think that I asked for support on, so that's nice. I believe that the artillery had been moved by then. Infantry in the forest, got a BMP. Boom. 1 kill for the Apache, -1 BMP. And the Apache's gonna do a little victory spin. And I'm definitely prioritizing some vehicles. And here comes all these tanks. So that's 1 tank down. We're gonna face tank an AA missile. There's another tank down. I'm gonna shoot at another tank. Another tank down. Another tank. Yeah, so that was like, I don't know, 4 tanks, 5 maybe. Quite a bit. They are only T-55s, but they did just finish off my Abrams. Even from the front, I think probably some damage. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be be a little protected from Apache now. I don't have much else to work with, so I'm sending it pretty far back to supply. Also, it's going to take a little while for me to get the supply truck or helicopter to that point. I think that's actually what I was trying to get. Like, I have a hard time using the snipers because their range isn't like that great. I think I actually need to use them in a smaller setting than what I've been trying to use them. So usually to get them to be useful, I have to walk them out, which is not great for their health. They've pushed their infantry up a little bit too far. I've got this sort of fallback position, and I've got my commander actually boosting up my veterancy on the single infantry unit and IFV that I have left.
I need that tail rotor checked.
Cut the engine. We're waiting here.
And there we go. Yeah, 8 Hellfires. So we took out a BMP. Definitely had a miss of I think some vehicle hiding itself in the trees, and then I think 5 T-55s, which is, I believe. Oof, there's the fire. And the law. What are we getting toasted? Here, I kept losing sight on those T-55s. The Apache would stop moving up. So I'm just going to give it a move order here.
Just point the target.
Or another attack. I did barely save the fire team AT-4, but I lost the vehicle because those were pretty much one-shots. Even to a T-55. And then I think my teammate's gonna probably, if he dismounts that infantry, be able to take out the T-55s. Is that the artillery dude? Striker? No, I don't think it's the artillery dude. And the Apache lost the target again, so it's just chilling, watching the smoke.
Sky is ours.
So I'm going to try to move it up so that I can get a better line of sight. Got my infantry target. You can actually see my infantry moving below the Apache. Shred these guys. Dodge some more artillery, and we've got reinforcements now.
Everybody check your ammo. Fire
There's another one down, and we're taking anti-air back off. And this is where Combined Arms is going to shine, because I have the infantry to take out that Igla or whatever. So the Apache could definitely take out one by itself, but I didn't know if there was multiple. I was assuming there would be multiple. And I really don't have a lot to work with right now, so I'm being very protective of the Hydra. It's also only got one of the rockets left, I think. So yeah, pretty low ammo. Hover there for a bit. Infantry's slow anyways, they're going to take a little while to push up, clear out that. And we got another Rotino strike coming in, but I don't have anything there, so not too concerning overall. I mean, at least know that they're not going to shoot again for a little bit. We've got a heavily damaged unit to finish off the forest. Hunt for the anti-air missile. Kind of spread out. I think we just found it. Found some sort of infantry. Strela, yes. And there are two. So yeah, this is why I was being a little bit careful. Not so careful with the reinforcements I sent up. I lost, I think it's a quarter in one unit. Bringing up the Apache, maybe sort of overkill here. Take out their recon. We can have a helicopter fight, which is kind of stupid. But there's their helicopter down. Close-up shot. So this is something I didn't think of, is that the Dragon has a minimum range, so I can't actually fight the BMPs in the forest with it. But we've got the Apache, so with the Apache up, got a bunch of enemy vehicles coming in, and they're anti-air. Try to run. Better not make it. Sad. Sad. Yeah, so that Apache saved my side, I would say. I mean, my teammates did bring in a bunch of reinforcements, so that could also have made things go a lot better in the long run. But in the short term, the Apache nuking like half of those T-55s and a bunch of the other stuff that came up later, I think that did make a pretty big difference. So yeah, mostly successful helicoptering. Definitely effective, but the helicopter didn't survive. We've pretty much won, so it almost made it. It's very close. NATO, Apache, hold left, hills, win. Yes, very descriptive. And I guess I'm not going into the kills. It's a good job. I do want to be a little bit more consistent about that. But really, again, the most effective unit I had was the Apache. Five-ish, five plus T-55 kills. A recon light vehicle, the recon unit inside, BMP with, I believe it's infantry as well. So yeah, pretty good.